Computers and the internet have become integral parts of our lives today, but their journey from luxury to necessity was a transformative one. This story begins in an era where computers were rare and technical knowledge was limited. It's the tale of Jonathan James, a poor boy who hacked NASA, and this is how he did it. Chapter 1: Early Years and Discovery. In 1983, in Miami-Dade County, Florida, Robert James and his wife welcomed their son, Jonathan Joseph James, into the world. From a young age, Jonathan showed an intense interest in computers. His father, a computer programmer, had a setup at home that Jonathan eagerly explored, spending hours immersed in games and later delving into the inner workings of operating systems. During this time, home computers were just starting to become more accessible. The Intel 4004 microprocessor, released in 1971, marked a significant milestone in making computers cheaper and easier to manufacture. By the early 1980s, around 7% of households in the United States had a personal computer, a figure that may seem small compared to today's standards, but represented a growing trend towards technological integration in homes. Jonathan's early proficiency with computers was notable. By the age of 6, he was navigating operating systems and eventually taught himself programming languages like C. His ability to dissect and understand technology surpassed that of many adults at the time, showcasing a natural talent and deep curiosity that would later lead him into more complex realms. Chapter 2: The Emergence of a Hacker. As Jonathan grew older, his interest in computers evolved beyond casual use. He began to explore the internet, a fledgling network that was still in its early stages of development. The World Wide Web had only been introduced in 1990, and browsers like Mosaic, later Netscape, were just beginning to make navigating the internet more accessible. Despite the limited resources and primitive technology of the time, Jonathan's skills continued to expand. By age 13, he was already making headlines for his hacking exploits. His first major intrusion was into Bell South Telecommunications, where he demonstrated a knack for bypassing security measures without causing damage or stealing data, highlighting vulnerabilities in corporate cybersecurity. However, it was his subsequent breaches that would cement Jonathan's reputation in the world of cybercrime. In June 1999, he accessed a vulnerable server at the Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama, operated by NASA. Jonathan planted malware that allowed him to control multiple computers within the system, leading to the theft of valuable data, including critical software used in the International Space Station. The repercussions of Jonathan's actions were severe. NASA was forced to shut down its systems for 21 days to mitigate the breach, resulting in significant financial losses and exposing the vulnerabilities within the agency's cybersecurity infrastructure. The incident thrust Jonathan into the spotlight, with NASA cooperating closely with the FBI to investigate the breach and apprehend the perpetrator. Undeterred by the increasing scrutiny and legal consequences, Jonathan's next target was the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, DTRA, a branch of the U.S. Department of Defense responsible for monitoring and responding to threats. In a similar fashion, he gained unauthorized access, downloading sensitive information and compromising military systems. Chapter 3: Legal Consequences and Personal Struggles. Jonathan's activities did not go unnoticed. In January 2000, federal agents raided his home, seizing computers and evidence that linked him to the cyber intrusion. At just 16 years old, Jonathan faced serious charges, including juvenile delinquency for hacking into NASA and the DTRA. His case was unprecedented, as no minor had ever been prosecuted for such serious cybercrimes before. Initially sentenced to house arrest and probation, Jonathan's legal troubles were far from over. He struggled with depression and anxiety, exacerbated by the constant surveillance and legal battles. His parents, supportive yet concerned, witnessed their son's descent into a world of legal complexities and emotional turmoil. The media portrayed Jonathan as a prodigy turned criminal, a narrative that overshadowed his early talents and the complex motivations behind his actions. Despite his youth and lack of malicious intent, Jonathan's case became a cautionary tale of the potential dangers and consequences of cybercrime. Chapter 4: The TJX hack and controversies. In 2007, Jonathan's name resurfaced in connection with the TJX hack, one of the largest data breaches in history affecting millions of customers. While Jonathan denied involvement, the investigation raised suspicions and intensified scrutiny. Authorities conducted raids and searched his residence, though no evidence linking him to the TJX hack was found. Amidst the mounting pressure and legal battles, Jonathan struggled to maintain the sense of normalcy. His father spoke of Jonathan's ongoing challenges with depression and anxiety, compounded by the loss of his mother to cancer when he was just 18 years old. Personal toll of his actions and the relentless pursuit by law enforcement weighed heavily on Jonathan's fragile state of mind. In 2008, Jonathan tragically took his own life at the age of 25. His death sparked debate and conspiracy theories surrounding the circumstances leading to his suicide. Some speculated that Jonathan's knowledge of sensitive information acquired during his hacks made him a target for those seeking to suppress potential revelations. Chapter 5. Legacy and reflections. Jonathan James remains a controversial figure in the history of cybercrime. His story raises important questions about juvenile justice, mental health, and the ethical implications of technological prowess. While his actions were illegal and had far-reaching consequences, Jonathan's case underscores the complexities of the prosecuting young offenders in the digital age. In retrospect, Jonathan's life and choices serve as a cautionary tale for both aspiring hackers and cybersecurity professionals. His early brilliance and subsequent downfall illustrate the fine line between curiosity and criminality in the world of technology. As technology continues to evolve, so too do the challenges and responsibilities faced by those who wield its power. Conclusion: Jonathan Joseph James, known in the hacking community as Comrade, left behind a legacy that continues to provoke debate and reflection. His short but impactful life serves as a reminder of the profound impact of technology on society and the enduring consequences of choices made in the digital realm. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, Jonathan's story remains a testament to the complexities of human ambition, vulnerability, and the pursuit of knowledge.